My name is Grace Kisilu.
My name is Joyce Achie.
My name is Shanice Wambogo.
My name is Joanne Orchojo.
And I'm wired.
And I am wired.
And I am wired.
And I'm wired.
My inspiration to join Wired was actually very funny. My sister went through the program and I really admired how well she prayed and how aware she was of her purpose. Like, you know, I've lived with her my whole life, knowing my sister from 2016 until 2018 when she joined Wired. After Wired, she was a different person. Like, she was that girl you wanted to be. So that was my inspiration. Actually, my sister was my inspiration. I wanted to be able to pray, and also I wanted to know my purpose as well as she knew hers. So my life before, wow. I grew up as a Christian, from a Christian home. I used to see my mother pray. Like, prayers were normal in my life, and I've grown up in a Christian way. But then I used to do prayers and all those things out of obligation. If I don't do it, I'll make God sad, I'll go to hell. I didn't do it out of heart. But when I came to Wired, I actually started praying because I love God and because I want a relationship with Him. Also, I was a lukewarm Christian. I was those Christians who are like, mguu moja ndani, the other one outside. But when I joined Wired, I decided to completely give my life to Christ. And from then, I've been having peace and peace and peace. Because I was depressed last year, and this year I just have peace of mind. Why would I tell someone to join Wired? Wired is very important. I think it's paramount in every woman's life to know their purpose, to know that they're leaders and to know that they're strategic. Because in the past, or rather even in the world and in community, we believe men are the ones who are raised to be leaders. We believe men are the most strategic people. But when you come to Wired, you come to realize that somehow that's a lie of the devil. And also women can lead and they can walk in their purpose. So I would ask anyone, any woman of any age to just join Wired. There is no age that you need to find your purpose. The sooner you find your purpose, the better your life will be. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be a member of Wired Troop 11. So come one and come all to Wired. Thank you.
The reason why I joined the program is because I had seen transformation in one of my friends, and I had had the amazing teachings that were happening in Wired. So the moment the opportunity was opened, I joined the program, and this is what I am doing at the moment. One of the things that really stood out for me before joining the Wired program is that I did not understand my spiritual gifts. I didn't understand my talent. I didn't understand my personality as a whole. I didn't understand how God was shaping me and my identity in Christ. But after the program, I'm able to know that I am a son of God. I am called by God. And one of the most interesting and important teachings is identity. That's the very first class, the identity we have in Christ. And the second one is a shape class, where you're able to know your personality, you're able to know your talent, your motivation, and all this is encompassed in the Wired class. I would encourage others to join because you're able to understand what your calling is, what your purpose is, how you're able to live out your God-given purpose, and how you're going to make an impact in society.
What inspired me to join She's Wired was I didn't have a job for 1 year and close to 1 year, and I was so lost because I realized that I attached my identity to my work, what I was doing. I was so depressed. I didn't have any direction. I was so discouraged. I was not praying. I was just there. And you know, social media, when you see your friends on social media, all of them are advancing, but you're still there. You go to Apple, you have nothing to do. So that was my life. Lessons that I have learned. Number one, prayer. And you know, I was so afraid of speaking in tongues because I was like, God, Me, I've never, no one in my family actually speaks in tongues, but I learned what speaking in tongues meant, and now I embrace it. I can pray loudly while speaking in tongues. Another thing that I've learned is rest. Is that God has already ordained your life, you know. So you, when you are in Him, you're just walking in His will, in His purpose. So you're walking not by your might or power or sight, but His. So I'm learning to rest in His will. I'm learning to rest in His plan for my life, and not what other people are saying, what are they doing, what has happened in their life, because everyone has a different journey, and mine I've chosen to now, at least I've chosen to go with what God is saying for me and not others. And then the final thing is finances. Money. Trusting, also that just sums up to rest, that trusting God for your finances. And I feel like a lot of people, especially my age, they're seeing people are buying cars, are buying houses, are doing big things, and all those things requires money. So it has taught me how to trust God in my finances. Would I recommend others to join? Of course. Everyone needs to learn their will, God's purpose for their life, because without Him, there is nothing that you'll do that will last if it's not from God.
Hi, my name is Joyce Achieng. This is She's Wired Troop 10. I joined the She's Wired program after finishing campus, and it was an ideal time because it helped me gain direction and clarity for what God had in store for my life. So it helped me to prioritize the things that I need to do after campus, and that is why I appreciate me joining the She's Wired program. So one of the topics that stood out for me in the program was She is Destiny. This is where we get to learn about purpose, and I got to learn that my purpose is unique to me and it is God-given. And one of the things I realized is that I need to seek God to know my purpose because it is God-given. It's God's purpose for my life. And one of the things I also learned is that my purpose is expressed through assignments. So sometimes in different seasons, I might be doing different things. They might look different, but it's still working towards fulfilling that one purpose that God has for my life. Why I'd recommend this program to any woman or lady out there, it's because first of all, it gives you a community of women who love God and who desire to know God and fulfill their purpose. And it's just a community you get to pray with, you get to learn with, and even after the program you will still get to walk with them. I think the teachings are very impactful, and it gives you resources that will help you to grow in your faith and to live an influential life that is based on God's written word.